Hello everyone, thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Dmitro and today we're going to talk about how to free up 30 minutes daily for each CRM user. Prior to start, I would ask you to drop me a line that you can hear me well. Please make it into the chat. Please someone, if you can hear me. Okay, thank you. This webinar will take about 25-30 minutes. If you will have any questions, please drop me this question into the questions part or into the chat. And after the webinar, you will receive the recording of the webinar. So let me say a few words firstly about the company. Integros was founded in year 2002, and since that day we made more than 150 CRM projects for more than 70 customers from 11 countries, and dealing with different industries and customers from various countries. We made sure that despite of the specifics, there is an action that inherent for all of us CRM users, and that we perform many times a day. We try focusing on significant events that happened recently and the content of these events. We go through the list of dates that matter, control these dates, and adjust our plans. And we worry whether anything important has fallen out of our sight and have been missed. We perform these actions, changing the scale and the context, trying to get the picture of the whole domain, looking into portfolio of hot leads or top clients prior considering a relationship with particular account regarding particular opportunity. At the same time, the way we treat significant events, important changes in domain, or dates we eager to control, the way we treat these terms is determined by roles, responsibilities, and functions that we perform. So let's have a look how the CRM, well-configured CRM, can free up time for us. I will switch to Sugar. The dashboards, which purpose is to help us to overlook the situation. So I will start from the dashboards. So firstly, the dashboard helps to track changes within the funnel, just to be sure that the funnel that shows if we meet the forecast. So on the left side of the dashboard for the sales manager, at the funnel on the right side there is a forecast, and what is important for the sales manager to know and how we get this forecast. What are the recent changes have been made to the opportunities portfolio the sales manager is responsible for, just to be sure that we're approaching the forecast. So in the center, there are key events that obviously affect the funnel and forecast. An overview of these events make sales manager aware how we reach the current status of the sales. It could be events that shows that some particular opportunity have been included into the forecast, just helping to achieve the goals of the forecast, or it shows that some opportunity have been shifted away from the current quarter to another quarter, and and by this operation, the probability of reaching the goal of the forecast is decreased. There are the events that could show me, for the sales manager, what happens within my sphere of responsibility for the sales, and that showing me whether the opportunity have been closed, whether any new opportunities, or whether any opportunities have been rolled back by my teammates. And if that happened, I have to be aware of that and to react on that correspondingly, just helping to achieve the goals. So I can make it directly from here, from the dashboard, by approaching my teammates with the inquiries, and this kind of collaboration is related to the particular event of the rollback, and this teammate will, in this example, will be notified about my inquiry with the out-of-the-box notification functionality of Sugar. The events that shows me what happens within the funnel, this is a kind of a structure, makes a kind of a structure of these changes. Just to, with the recent events, I can overview the recent event that happened within the funnel. But I would like to know what is the structure of these events for the given period. So for that, I use the out-of-the-box reporting system and their representation in as a diagram that shows me what is the structure of the changes have been made to my funnel, and who are those teammates that perform these changes. So with this dashlet, I'm able to drill down and to overview the particular events, just to clarify what had happened, and also I'm able to reach these particular records just to understand the details. But that is the dashboard, so it gives me the overview. So from this perspective, I see all the key events that makes my funnel. And on the right side, there is another report that gives me the overview. What are the changes have been made per the team of my teammates? So if I'm a sales manager responsible for the particular territories, so I'm able to see from this perspective, what are the changes have been made per territory. And also I can select particular changes and have a look at them directly from here. And all the communication that, all the collaborations with my teammates that I initiate directly from this interface. For example, this communication collaboration with the Will Weston, they all are accumulated on the same dashboard with the collaboration dashlet that shows me all the opportunity-related collaborations directly from here. So if I get some kind of an answer regarding my inquiry from my teammates, I get this information directly here on my dashboard. So that is how the team forecast and funnel control dashboard helps me to clarify what happens within my responsibility for the sales in terms of sales funnel and approaching the forecast. The second dashboard helps me to clarify what my team is going to do with that. What my team is going to do with what are the next activities they're going to make. For that, I use the dashlet that shows me what they have to do these months. That is the command feed that shows me all the control dates that should be controlled either by me, Jim Brennan, or should be performed by my teammates like Sarah Bronson. And I'm able to configure it flexibly just by adding the criteria into this selection, or just setting the assigned to person of Will, for example. Yep. So that is how I get the Will's activities he's going to perform these months. So that is how I overview that in seconds. But that is the representation of the the feed, and I'm able to select in this feed just the future activities that are planned, or the current activities that should be performed today, or the overdue activities that haven't been performed by my teammates on time. So just to understand the structure of those future activities, either it be current or overdue or the future activity, I use the reports. So on the right side, there is a kind of report that shows me what are the next 7 days plans of all my team, and what are the activities that are scheduled to be performed for the particular control dates. And based on that, I also able to get the information what are need to do by my teammates. So if I'm interested in whether my teammates are going to perform actions regarding the opportunities regarding the customers, so I can see it directly from here. So obviously Jim is most active person for the next period, for the next few days. And with the drill down, I can click here and have a look that, okay, Sarah is going to send the literature to the Judith from C region. So that is how I'm aware of the future activities that are planned by my teammates. But in addition to that, I'm able to overview those activities that are overdue activities, so haven't been performed by my teammates on time. So I'm using the same report, but just focusing on those events that that are overdue, and get this information regarding my teammates just to understand whether they work on time, whether they or they just miss some control dates. And the same works for the types of activities. So from this perspective, I can analyze what are the types of activities that are overdue activities, whether those activities are calls or meetings or tasks haven't been started on time. So that is how the single dashboard helps me to clarify both in details what are the activities that should be performed by teammates and my team in whole, and it also shows me the structure of the events. Either those events are future events or the events that haven't been performed on time, or overdue events. So that was the second dashboard. The first dashboard showed me the forecast, the second, what my team has planned. And the third dashboard, that's the dashboard that helps me to focus on the accounts portfolio that I'm responsible for. But prior, I will do that per the list of accounts. I would like to show what are the recent activities for the accounts I'm responsible for. And firstly, I'm focusing on those accounts that are top accounts for me, and especially those top accounts that have opportunities. So this feed is focusing me as a sales manager who is responsible for accounts on those top accounts with the opportunities and recent activities that are related to these accounts. I can configure my own criteria here using either the regular criteria from Sugar by applying these criteria, or also I can set the report here and take the data based on the report. So that helps me to select only those accounts which are top accounts, tier one, and have open opportunities and get the key events regarding them, the recent key events regarding them. And I have the feed here, and I'm able to overview details directly from here with I, or to inquire my teammates directly from here if I would like to discuss some key events with them. And on the right side, there is a structure of the events that are 30 days events for my top accounts with opportunities, and that's showing me the structure, and I'm able directly from here just to reach out to the particular key event and read the details with a double click. And on the right side, there is a collaboration board that shows me all the collaborations with my teammates regarding the accounts which are top accounts. So in case you can see from here, one, it means that I have the inbound inquiry from my teammates. So that is how I could be notified either by out of the box notifications, but also I can see that there is inbound collaboration to me directly from this account management board. In addition to that, I'm able to clarify from here and plan my activity from here. So what are the actions that are planned for those accounts. So I'm able to focus on them here and to maybe to perform something or to postpone some activities, and to understand what are those planned actions regarding the accounts. I use the report as well, so it shows me the structure. What are those accounts per day? What are the types of, what are those events per day, planned events, to do's? So, just to know what I should do and on what day I should do. And I'm able to, with a double click, to have a look at them. So those are three dashboards. But as I've said, when we work with the accounts, when we deal with account management, it is necessary to overview also the events regarding the portfolio. For doing that, I'm going to switch to navigate to the list view. And here is the list view of the accounts. And on the right side, there is a timeline view that shows me the key events regarding these accounts. And I'm able to specify here what are the accounts I would like to have on my context dashboard on the right side, whether it could be all the key events by the portfolio or some specific events. For example, the moved backward revenue line items, which are related to the opportunities that are opened for these accounts. So that is how I can get the data that is related not directly to the account, but with the records of opportunities which are related to the accounts. I can get all this information directly from here without digging into details, digging into data inside the CRM. So that is how I get information about the key events, revenue line item, move backward. And as soon as I switch to other portfolio, for example, my favorites, so it changes automatically. It shows me the records per portfolio, switching to all accounts. Okay, it refreshes automatically, showing me only those events that are related to the particular portfolio I'm selecting here. So that is how it helps account manager to understand what happened within the portfolio. But in addition to that, when I'm aware of the key events, I'm also able to review the events that are planned. So from this perspective, I'm also able to review, for example, the meetings to control per portfolio, or there could be estimated close dates to control per portfolio, or it could be quotes validity to monitor per portfolio. The fact is that as a user, I'm able to configure myself what are those future events I would like to have in this interface, and of course it switches automatically whenever I change the portfolio. So if I'm switching to the favorite accounts, okay, I get information regarding the favorite accounts. So from this perspective, you can see that Will Weston, my teammate, because I'm Jim, my teammate, has a scheduled meeting with a company from tier 1 from my portfolio. So that is how I know both the key events that happened within the portfolio and also the events and also the need to do's that are planned by me or by my teammates regarding this portfolio. So and when it comes to the clarification about what happened with a particular account, I'm able to switch to this account directly from here. So here is the account record. On the right side, there is also the context dashboard that shows me what are the key events regarding this account. And I'm able to configure myself the types of accounts, the types of key events I would like to see here. For example, those events that I treat that they take effect on customer experience. So it could be the high priority product case have been registered, or there are delivery issues regarding these accounts. So I'm able directly from here to initiate collaboration with my teammates regarding this issue. just to speed up solving this situation and helping to improve the customer experience, right? And all the key events could be also the part of this overview, as well as what should be done regarding this account. So that is how both timeline viewer and need to do viewer shows me what are the key events happened with it, but also what are the future plans about this account. And please find for yourself that the events that you can see here are not just the events that are originated inside the CRM. That could be also the events that comes from external sources. For example, from the ERP system that shows me whether the delivery was successful, or could be scoring system that shows me that the particular lead or account was scored or the score was changed. So that is how the timeline shows you the events that important in terms of developing the customer and takes the data from it, from all the sources, all internal sources that you have. I would like to say that you can get also this information not only in your desktop, but also on your mobile. Let's have a look how it looks in mobile. Let me please show you my mobile. Okay, it's my mobile phone. Give me a second. I will unlock it. Okay, that's my mobile phone. This is Android, my mobile phone. And here is the application. This application is Sugar application adjusted with SDK. Just to, okay, reload. Extended with SDK, and it able to show me also the same information like a dashboard, and to overview those recent events regarding top accounts with opportunities. Do you remember that? You've seen that on the dashboard in the desktop? And it provides me with a possibility just to go through those key events and overview them and to be aware of them. And also in addition, even to read emails directly from here. So here is the email, because the email is kind of a key event. So it is here. And when it comes to the particular records inside the CRM, it works as well. So if you switch to the Webcom LTD, which is currently is open here, and you switch to dashboard, you will see this recent customer experience records. Just those records, okay, those records you see from here. So that is how there is, no matter whether you use your desktop or you use your mobile, you can be aware of all the key events and also plans activities, and be aware of the future activities regarding your accounts, regarding your domain of responsibility, and you can get it inside your phone. Okay, so as you could make sure, I will switch to the presentation. As you can make sure, the chronological feeds of the business events simplify the daily work with CRM and minimize routine and surfing data. And going through various reports, it makes user happier, because most of us deal with prospects and customers every day. We expect from any tool that we use daily an appropriate usability and its alignment to internal processes, because we want the automation tool to help us. By the way, we used during this presentation nothing else but just 2 add-ons to regular Sugar Enterprise. That is Timeline Viewer to track all important changes in Sugar and other systems as well, by the way. You remember those delivery issues and scoring, excellent scoring. And Need to Do Viewer Need to do viewer to track everything that need to be done across all sugar data. Okay, now it's time for answering your questions. If you have any, okay, let me please check if you have any questions. Okay. Okay, is there mobile to do? Obviously, I showed you need to do view. I've showed you timeline viewer on mobile. There is no need to do viewer yet on mobile. Is it different from a hint? Yeah, because hint is a tool that provides information from public sources. That is information external to the company, while key events that are on the timeline are more internal. It is the kind of internal knowledge, the knowledge about the customer, prospects, behavior, services, and products that we provide for them, and how the customer reacts on that. I would say that hint provides valuable insights and new information, while timeline viewer are about the customer experience, and that we seem to already know about the customer and have to take into account on time just to increase this customer experience. Is it possible to create new to-dos, or they're out of the box? Yes, of course, you can define your own need to-dos. I will show you, give me a second. Okay, there is need to do events types here. And that is the module where you defined what to control. So from this perspective, there are examples of events to control. For example, let's take quote valid until. So here you define the criteria for that. What are the records that should be controlled, and what is the object of the control? So the valid date of the quote is the object of the control, and the criteria, what are the quotes that should be controlled, and where these need to do, and what are the records of the CRM those controls should be related to opportunity this quote belongs to, and the contacts that is described in the quote as the billing contact, and so on. So you define this stuff by yourself, can create your own ones, need to do event type, and that is how you can get tracking of these control dates inside your CRM easily. Is there everything only possible in enterprise or professional too? The need to do viewer and timeline viewer are add-ons that works both on enterprise and professional. It works both on demand and on site, on premise. So you're welcome to use it in any sugar instance, any sugar professional, enterprise, or ultimate. Okay, what is the difference from that you're showing from activity stream? Okay, so activity stream is a kind of conversation inside the CRM, but on the timeline, the calibration is provided per the key event. So you always are discussing some particular event that matters in terms of customer experience, in terms of development of relationship with the customer. So no talks, just discussion of the particular situation. Okay. Is that like Salesforce Lightning active timeline? Okay. Obviously, the need to do viewer and timeline viewer, as well as lighting timeline, have the same purpose, because they just help to provide the overview of the key historical events along with the dates that are planned to control. So I would say that timeline viewer and need to do viewer, um, they both, like lightning, they provide in Sugar the possibility to filter those key events and also to show those both historical and future activities into tiers of short and detailed overview. And of course, it shows in the natural way of the timeline. Also, the key events in Sugar, as well as the need to do events, as you can see, they could be configured. No need to develop anything. You can configure it. The need to do events are configured with the need to do event types, while the key events could be defined with a logic builder for Sugar, but that also stuff is configuring. Okay, any other questions? I can see other questions. Okay, the question is whether we can make key events, we can add key events from the other systems. Yes, of course, I've showed you the events like issues of delivery or the scoring that is provided from the scoring system. No other questions so far. Then I would like to thank you. For your time. If you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to me. So you can always rely on our help. Thank you very much for participating, and have a nice day, evening, or morning. Bye-bye.